Hi everybody, good evening, namaskaram, namaste, sat sri akal, salam alaikum. Are you all here? How many of you are here? Hi everybody, Keshani, Dimpy, Shanti. Hi Shanti Chandran, you seem to be such a regular here. Huh? I don't think you missed even one single session. Anyway, happy to have all of you here. And today is the last but one day of our season 3. Tomorrow is the final day where we are just going to have something again surprising and interesting for you. But from Monday, we all have to go back to work. Well, not all of us, because again, you don't want to crowd yourself again in your office spaces, yes? But some of us will have to start going back to office, and we are not going to have this kind of time to bring you stories every evening at 5:30. So season 3 is going to be the final season of the lockdown period. And maybe when things get better, we might try to bring back Katha with Karadi, maybe once a week, maybe during the weekend. And we plan that, okay? So how have you all enjoyed yourself? Yesterday, and I have to tell you this, we received this really, really wonderful, beautiful email from one of our guests. Not from one of our guests, one of the members of the audience. It was Vanya's mother who had written this really, really lovely email to us, telling us how much Vanya has enjoyed all our sessions in Katha with Karadi. And she says this is the best thing that's happened in the lockdown. So if you guys want to send us messages like this saying that we really like what you've been doing, please do. We might read some of your letters tomorrow while we wrap up the sessions for the season. Yes? You know, today's guest, before I come to him, you know how Karadi Tales works with so many authors, so many illustrators, so many musicians, so many narrators, and so many children as well. But we also have collaborated with theatre companies. I don't know how many of you here have seen our Once Upon a Buck show. I don't know, it was Usha Utup who came and we took this fantabulous theatre production to several cities and had them out in large auditoriums, and we had so much fun doing it. So some of the theatre companies that we have collaborated with, actually they were all being from Chennai. And you remember Karthik Kumar who did Bablu and the Mouse, and his company is called Evam. We did a theatre production with him, couple of them actually. And then we did something with Theatre Nisha, another fine actor called Bala. We did Monkeys on a Fast, I think, with him in Hyderabad. And then we did, with Stray Factory and Mati Vanan, we did another small production. And with our guest of the day today is a person who has founded a theatre company called Crea-Shakthi. His name is Dushyant Gunashekhar. And Dushyant is here today with us with one of his team members, and his name is Karthik too. He's also from theatre, and he is the creative head of Crea-Shakthi. We did a small little production at Kalakshetra sometime in January on one of our stories. And you remember Janaki Auntie? Janaki Auntie and me and a few other actors from Crea-Shakthi, we put together this fantastic production and we had loads of fun. So I asked Dushyant, is it possible for your team to give our wonderful audience a lovely story in your fantastic theatrical manner? And he said, anytime, auntie, anytime I'll do it for you. So we gave him this wonderful story. It's called The Case of the Stolen Smells. And it's written by Pankaja Srinivasan, a really, really dear friend of mine. Panku, if you're watching, hi there. It's been a long, long time. And the person who's illustrated the book is somebody called Satvik Gade. How many of you remember Satvik? Satvik is the one who also illustrated our Fly Little Fish, which was written by Lavanya Karthik. So would you all like to meet Dushyant? Yes. Arun, can we have Dushyant on screen, please? And Karthik? Hey.
Hello.
Can you see something? Yeah, so that we know you're audible.
Hello. Yes, can you hear us? Hi. Hello to everyone.
So which one of you is Dushyant?
Dushyant here, and this is Karthik.
Hi, Karthik. Hi, Dushyant. So, this is fantabulous. When I asked you whether you could do a theatrical reading of The Case of the Stolen Smells, you came back to me and said, of course, auntie. And then when you sent us a little sample of what you guys did, I was just blown away. It's COVID times, guys. How are they going to get together and do a dramatic performance, right? So when you see the video, you will know how it is. But tell me, what inspired this idea to do it this way, Karthik?
Okay. It just, firstly, the story is a lovely story to begin with. So, I mean, that's where everything starts, right? So, Dushi and I were wondering how to put this together. And see, I think at the essence, core of it all, it's about one stimulus and someone saying something, someone responding. You can be next to each other, you can be at your home, you can be wherever you want. So when we went down that path, we were able to create something like this during the lockdown. So
I think it's about it's about keeping your ego aside, right? And just do what we have and do the best with what we have, actually. So I mean, we are having fun talking now with you, despite being so far away from each other, not in person. But we have a conversation like as if we are here together and speaking the same room. So we just have to take that essence and apply it to what we created for our audience.
Yeah.
But guys, Dushyant, Karthik, is this? Hey, Karthik, he's gone away.
Sorry.
So, is this the first time you have done this kind of presentation? In terms of what
we've been dabbling with it for quite a while.
Yeah, it's the first time when all of them are in different places. So I think
that's what I meant.
Oh, right. Yeah. So very much the first time we have shot something where all of them are enacting like as if they're in the same place in this lovely village that near the saloon. But at the same time, we have never done it where people have been in different places but made it look like one place, right? And with absolutely no set work, no makeup, no costumes, or whatever we could find in our own wardrobes. And so that was completely Karthik's way.
We also had a team that was very, very willing to push itself creatively because there are so many restrictions and constraints. So this is actually a very interesting, time to be creative and try to create something very interesting.
And the story lent itself. I think the story is also so relatable and so so next door. So it's like it could have happened to somebody next door to us. So I mean, so it was just easier, I guess, because the story lent itself for something like this. So I think definitely.
Absolutely. In fact, it's a great thing for even parents and children to do, I think, in their respective homes, that you take a story and it, of course, involves a lot of coordination, between the different characters and for somebody to direct them and then stitch it all together and have a nice software to edit it all and then throw in the music and voila, you have it's almost like going and seeing it at Music Academy. Yes.
Well, we have the time now, so we can. So
Maybe
everyone has
maybe
the time.
this yeah, maybe this is the future of theater, like so many other things, you know.
Yeah. Hmm. We have to adjust and move on with what is exactly thrown at us. We can't really be sitting back and wondering what exactly he does.
Uh,
It's stuck. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me, Dushyant?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
we
We
can
can hear you. We can hear you now. I think there was a problem.
I was asking
Yeah.
you whether you think this is the future of theater, you know.
I think most definitely, well, it's our present,
Yeah.
not necessarily future. It's definitely what we have to deal with now, and we have to get used to it. As I mentioned before, we have to keep our ego aside and move with the times and adapt to myriad forms of how to express ourselves and tell our stories. So, I mean, we can't obviously congregate and go to
Yeah.
a big auditorium like a music academy right now and perform this as much as we would love it. But we
Absolutely.
have to understand, appreciate the times we are living in, but at the same time, not let this virus beat us. No, I think we should not let
Absolutely.
this virus. Yeah, I don't think we should let the virus beat us down. Dramatists might be down, but we can get back up and we can use technology to our advantage and make it a really enjoyable experience, which I hope the audiences
It is.
get
So
today.
coming to that, our audience is getting really, really impatient, and they're saying, "Tell the story fast. Show us the story fast. Stop talking, all of you big people. We just want the story." So let's step
I,
aside
I agree.
and let's watch the story. So the case of the stolen smells, my dear children. Here it is. Arun, can we have the video?
Welcome to the village of Madambari. You must have traveled a long way, so take your time, settle down, catch your breath. Oh, we might just charge you a rupee or two for that. Cutting someone's hair is an art, and a barber is an artist. And my story today revolves around one such artist. His name was Raju. He worked as a barber, he was assistant. He worked in the one and only Indian Hairline Saloon because that was the one and only saloon in the village. If anyone wanted a haircut in this village, they came to this place, including me. Every day, tired of cutting hair and trimming mustaches,
Owner sir, it's 12 o'clock. I'll go have lunch and be back.
Raju used to settle himself under the same banyan tree and have his lunch. A simple lunch. Curd rice.
I hope Connie remember to keep green chilies and salt with this curd rice. Huh? What's this? This doesn't look like curd rice. There must be some pickled chilies or something underneath.
And what was there?
Only plain white rice.
Oh, sure.
It is the end of the month. There must have not been anything left in the kitchen.
And just then,
What is the delicious smell?
Raju followed the smell like a mouse going behind cheese. He noticed the smell coming from a budgie stall across the street. Babu, the owner, was sliding a fresh batch of chili budgies into the sizzling oil. Ooh.
Budgies. Come on, everyone. Budgies fresh and hot like the sun. Take a plate, pick a few. Chutneys there too, dip and ooh. Take in the aroma. Hurry up and vangama. Only few more left in the kadai, so get in the line and enjoy ma. Come on, everyone. Budgies fresh and hot like the sun. Take a plate,
if I shut my eyes and inhale deeply, and put a ball of this plain rice into my mouth, it would feel like I was having bhajis and white rice for lunch.
And Raju did just that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Raju's way of eating rice. A never seen before way. Are you ready? Tarare, tarare, rare, 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 tarare, tarare, rare, rare, rare. Babu's bhaji smell, oh the smell is swell, oh, 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 oh. Close your eyes, gobble the rice, even raw rice will seem so very nice. Tarare, tarare, rare, 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 rare. Tarare, tarare, rare, 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 rare. Tarare, tarare, rare, 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 rare.
Spicy tart bursting with masala. This is the most delicious meal I have ever had. Have you had lunch, Kannan? Come, share mine.
Thank you, Anna. You're very kind.
Listen, I know it is only rice, but I have a way of making it taste like the best lunch in town. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Till the aroma of the bhaji fills you up. Now hold your breath. Quickly take a bit of rice into your mouth. And slowly, gently chew the food.
Babu's bhaji smell, oh the smell is swell, oh, 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 oh. Close your eyes, gobble the rice, even raw rice will seem so very nice.
Allow the aroma of the bhaji to mix with the taste of the rice. Feel every bit of it. The crust, the masala, the chilies, and the filling.
How dare they? They have never ever spent a paisa in my shop, and yet here they are, freely inhaling the scent of my bhajis without even asking for my permission.
Babu was furious. How can someone inhale the scent from his bhajis? He stomped across to Raju and Kannan and demanded,
That will be 2 rupees and 50 paise.
2 rupees and 50 paise? For what?
Oh, for what? You are asking for what? You sit here freely smelling my bhajis. What do you think? That I am running a charity? I was watching you. You took 2 deep breaths, and this fellow here had the gall to breathe in my bhaji smell 3 times? At 50 paise a breath, that's 2 rupees 50 paise.
But we didn't eat anything from your shop.
You smelt my bhajis. Even now you're inhaling it. And you have to pay for that. Otherwise, I will have you locked up for having stolen my smells, you thieves.
Why don't you take this to the village head? Let him settle the dispute.
and so they went in a small procession. with Babu marching ahead, bristling with indignation, followed by Raju, then a trembling Kannan, a straggler of villagers, a dog, a cow, and a cat. 2 streets away, on a charpai under a tree, was sitting Sattapadi, the village headman. He was known to be a fair man. That man is me.
Sattapadi Ayya, these rascals here have stolen my property in broad daylight and they refuse to return it or pay for it.
Explain to me in detail what the problem is.
Ayya, I was frying my budgies on my side of the street when Raju came and started taking in the smell of my delicious budgies. Not only that, he had the gall to invite this rag picker to do the same. I counted, Ayya. Between them, they took 5 deep breaths of my budgie smell. At 50 paise a breath, it comes to 2 rupees and 50 paise, Ayya. I don't know how many more times they inhaled the smell when I was not looking. But I am willing to overlook that.
I see. So Raju, where were you when Babu was frying his budgies?
Yeah, I was across the street, under the tree, eating my lunch. I did not take anything from Babu.
Can you stop being ridiculous and stop covering your nose? Calm down. Tell me, did you or did you not smell Babu's budgies, Raju?
Yes, I did.
Did you or did you not take deep breaths, Raju?
Yes, I did.
Did you or did you not invite Kannan here to do the same?
Yes, I did.
How many times did you breathe in deeply, Raju?
I can't be certain, Ayya. I didn't count.
What about you, Kannan? Did you take deep breaths as well?
Ayya, I don't even know how to count.
But did you smell the budgies?
That I did.
Nice now. It's very clear. See, Babu was minding his business, going about frying his budgies. Raju and Kannan came there and without his permission have smelt his budgies and have confessed to having done so. And there is no doubt in my mind that they are guilty of stealing. The budgies belong to Babu. The smell belonged to the budgies, that belonged to Babu. Therefore, the smell also belonged to Babu. So I declare that Raju and Kannan did indeed steal Babu's property and they have to pay for it. 2 rupees 50 paise. Was it, Babu?
Yes, Ayya. 2 rupees 50 paise at 50 paise per breath.
This is 2 rupees and 50 paise. I'll pay on your behalf, Raju. You can give me 5 free haircuts in return. Show me your hand, Babu. Here, 50 paise for the first breath. And here is another for the second breath. And here is the rest of the money for the remaining breaths they took.
They are mine.
Justice has been done, Babu. You've already been paid. What are you asking for now?
But, my money?
Did you hear the coins falling on the floor? How many coins fell down?
5, Ayya. I counted.
Then it's decided. Raju and Kannan smelt the smell of your budgie frying 5 times. And you heard the sound of the coins falling down 5 times. 5 sounds for 5 smells. So everything is settled now. All squared up. I think it's only fair that the price of the smell of the budgie be the sound of the money. Don't you?
Ada, what a judgment. Hey, start music.